This is my Meccano Fruit machine. We'll start by putting a coin in and see what happens. We've got a cherry. That's good. Cherry pays out 4p. There you are, 4 pence. Put another coin in, just see what happens. Payouts are a cherry 4 pence, 2 cherries 8 pence, 3 cherries 12 pence, 3 bars 20 pence, sorry, 3 bells 20 pence, and 3 bars 40 pence. And that's not a payout that time. So, you might notice the reels start up slowly. They're sort of like friction driven to provide some randomness. Right, I'm going to open up the machine now and see what's going on. Here are some of the mechanisms. This is where all the coins are held before payout. When you insert a coin, it goes down here and makes an electrical contact here, and once the reels are turning, this electromagnet goes up and allows the coin down into the coin pool. If the coin pool's full, then all the coins go over here. Right, I'm going to take the camera over now so that you can see some of the mechanisms in closer detail. This is the coin acceptance mechanism. If I put in a 20p piece, then you'll see the coin just drop straight through a counterbalance at the back. If I move the counterbalance, you can see that. If I put in a 2p piece, the playing coin, can you see that? Yes, you can see that. Then you can see the counterbalance turn, and it goes, and that completes the circuit which I showed you here. And you can see the electromagnet go up, letting the coin down. If the coin's too light, maybe because it's counterfeit, then there's a special coin eject wheel just here, and what that does is move the brackets out to allow the counterfeit coin to drop. As far as the real mechanism goes, what you can see there are sort of like 5 bars at the base of the picture, and if it's on a paying fruit, then the bars can move to the right, and at the right, if it's a bit difficult, but yes, here we are. There are 5 electrical contacts which allow a circuit to be completed for the payout. Effectively, I'm forcing that a bit. You can just about see these electrical connections, these rods moving over. If we go down here, this is a great big cam mechanism, and this pulls on these tension springs, allowing the bars to move over to the right if they can. So the tension springs mean that the mechanism's not forced into the reels, because you actually have to sort of like sense things on the reels. And lower down we have these springs which bring the bars back to the left once this cam has finished operating. On the reels, then these are all the there we are. These are all the stops. So if the reel's not on a paying fruit, then the rods going to the right are stopped by these brackets here. On this one, there's a gap in the middle, which means that if it's on the correct fruit, then it can go over to the right. For cherries, it's a bit difficult. For bells and bars, it just has to be on all the reels have to be on the right fruit, and then the bar can move over. For cherries, you might be able to see here, there's these pulleys which half join the rods together. So this rod's the single cherry rod, and this rod's 2 cherries. And what that's saying is if the 2 cherry rod can only move to the right if the single cherry rod has also moved to the right. And that's about the main mechanism there. If I go to the back, we can see these are big cams which allow the reels to move. They move hammers up from the reels, and once the cam's finished its job, the hammers fall onto the reel and stop it on a given fruit. Down at the bottom here, there's the payout mechanism. What effectively you have here is this strip goes from left to right if there's a payout, and as it goes from left to right, it starts breaking contacts. That's single cherry, 2 cherries, 3 cherries, 3 bells, and 3 bars at the end. And I will try and demonstrate this. We have to make sure that it gets onto a paying fruit though, so it might take a little while. And down here is a reciprocating mechanism which pushes out 2 coins at a time. So for every ½ inch that this strip moves, the reciprocating mechanism moves once. Right, so I'm going to put a coin in. Oh, hopefully see this working. Not a payout. Okay, I'm going to try and stop the reel on a cherry. Since it's only as I said, it's only a friction drive, I can do that. Right, hopefully that's on a cherry. And there you can see it moves to the right about ½ inch. And you notice it hasn't reset to the beginning, and that's actually done on the next play. So I'll put another coin in. There you can see it go back to its resting position. There's many more mechanisms in the machine, but it would take too long to show and wouldn't fit into one YouTube segment. If you want to make one of these, it's going to take you about 10 months. That's how long it took me, and it's very difficult to do, but the end result is well worth it.